Founders Live is the global venue for modern entrepreneurs, especially during these very challenging times. The direct impact of COVID-19 is currently being felt around the world, and it could get worse before it gets better. We are here to help you through these challenging times by connecting you to the people, information, and resources meant to move you forward as you start your next project.
We see an opportunity to bring the resources and capital and connections to the people that need it and the people that can use it, no matter where they live in the world. My honest opinion is, no matter what the economic climate is in the world, Founders Live can be important. In the good times, when it's booming, we're here to help grow companies and have them access capital that's flowing around the world and really be a fun, great event and global platform that powers entrepreneurship. In the tough times, we actually think we can be the answer, given the fact that if people are actually getting laid off and unemployment starts rising, well, the choice to start their own business is front and center, and Founders Live is right there to help them grow. I believe the secret sauce of Founders Live lies in the combination of these three words: inspiration, education, and entertainment. Inspiration is rooted in the energy and the passion that every single attendee has. The education is the information that we're bringing to people that they otherwise couldn't find. Founders Live Online helps solve entrepreneurs' daily challenges. If you have a question that you're just wondering, like, I don't know what to do here, you simply need to just type it into Founders Live and someone else will answer it right there for you. And the entertainment is the fun. We believe business should be fun, we believe it should be casual, and we believe it should be inspirational. Founders Live is the perfect place for you to connect with other entrepreneurs and to be inspired. Hello, welcome to Founders Live Primetime. I'm Nick Hughes. I'm the founder and CEO of Founders Live. And here we are, everyone. Here we are. Founders Live Primetime, Europe and Africa. This is so exciting. Such a great day. Hey, where I'm at in the world, it's morning time. You know, it's about 10 a.m. my time. I'm in the Seattle area of Washington in the United States. And we are streaming all over the world. Look at this. Look at this. We got Amy from Nairobi, Kenya. You know, we got Mikey G from London. We're going to hear more from Mikey. You know, we got Tommy from Nigeria. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Breezy Labs. Chef joining from Florida. We have got such a great show for you today, and it's only just beginning. I'm so excited here for everything that we're doing with Founders Live. I will talk more about that as we move forward in the show. But first, you know, what I want to do is, we have some special guests that we're going to hear from. We're going to have some conversations as we get going with Founders Live here. But I want to remind you a few things real quick. See this right there. It says, please share this link, share this YouTube link in your social networks, share it with people. We want to get much more of a crowd here. We have a great show for you today and tonight, wherever you are in the world. So we will be getting to some great conversations with some of our city leaders, a past winner from Founders Live Primetime. We will then hear from 5 great early stage startups from 4 different countries of the world. And then we will be voting on our winner. And finally, we will actually have an area to join in networking and hanging out to hear, chat with everyone here. So before we get started, I want to bring on some special guests. And first one is GK from Toronto, Canada. GK, how are you doing today?
Good, Nick. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, before we get started, we spend the first amount of time, either hearing from a musician, some creative arts, or this event, we're actually going to hear from a past Founders Live Primetime member. And so GK, his company is Quickly. They pitched earlier in the year, or a couple weeks ago, won the North America Primetime event. So GK, I just want you to start with introducing yourself, and then we're going to talk a little bit about Primetime as well as Quickly and what you're building.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you, Nick. As Nick mentioned, my full name is Gyanin Khanna. Everyone calls me GK. We keep it simple. And I'm founder and CEO of Quickly. And we'll get more into it, Nick, as we talk about it. But just quickly, no pun intended, Quickly is building massive multiplayer brain competitions. We want to celebrate brain athletes like we do physical athletes in the world, and essentially, ideally, create the Michael Jordan of mind sports. So we'll get more into it. And yeah, I'm happy to share more, Nick.
Awesome. Well, first and foremost, tell us a little bit about the experience pitching at Founders Live, and especially Founders Live Primetime. We had the North America event that was earlier in September, and man, that was great. Tell us a little bit about that experience pitching.
Absolutely. And, so I've now pitched at the live event, which was in Toronto about a year ago. And then we moved to the primetime online version. And it was amazing to pitch. I had so many people reach out even after the pitch and made amazing networks, from the education space and a couple of investors. So there was definitely a great crowd and community watching the pitches. And as far as, pitching goes, it's been interesting doing it online because you don't get to play the crowd like when we had the live event in Toronto. And I'm sure every other entrepreneur and pitcher is going to face some of this, but it's still amazing because you have to really just bring the excitement out from your passion for your product, from the passion for your business, whatever it is, because you're not getting to see faces or emotional reaction, right? You're just pitching, and there's really no feedback. So that's a little bit different, but it makes it way more organic, I feel, because you just have to really believe in what you're doing and have that excitement, really innately, and then it comes out. And that was one of the differences. But overall, what a great experience! Great to see some of the other amazing North American pitches as well. And you host a great show, Nick. I just want to take a moment to say, like, that time we had a musician in the start, and then just like kind of like the cadence of all the pitches. It's a great show. I can't like wait for what this evolves more and more into. And we had a great time pitching as well.
Well, thank you. And so for winning the Founders Live Primetime event, you are advancing to the December 2nd final event. We're really, really excited about that. And really, so for everyone, and we'll talk about this a little later, but December 2nd, we're going to have a bigger gathering. That will be the final of the 5 primetime events this fall. So GK and we'll be representing Toronto, Canada. So great. Tell us a little bit about Quickly. Tell us a little bit more about I love your one sentence pitch is what?
Karate for your mind. And that is our go-to phrase. That's what Quickly is. It's karate for your mind, and at the core it's a game, Nick, what we call brain races. Thank you, Luis. So brain races essentially are a series of cognitive games or education modules where you're answering questions or solving problems or puzzles very quickly. And at the core it may seem like just a game, but the idea is to create an esports platform where we host bigger and bigger intellectual competitions, where not just you're playing the game, but there'll be a chance for people to watch you perform. There'll be a chance for people to see you on the race lane and how you're doing, whether it's parents watching their kids or class peers watching classmates who are performing in an inter-school challenge or whatever it may be. We want to create this entertaining sensation where we bring this platform together where brain champions can shine and be recognized in society. And I just want to take one moment to explain why we feel importantly and we believe this should happen, because iconic idols and superstars, they lift whatever industry or sport they're part of. Michael Jordan did it for basketball, Serena Williams for female tennis, Michael Schumacher for Formula One. The list is endless. And that hasn't happened well enough in brain athletics and mind sports. So we truly believe that there's a need for this, and now is the right time. The digital infrastructure allows this to happen, where you can have this global competition, and it's the most equal opportunity competition out there, because it doesn't matter what your gender is, it doesn't matter what your age is, doesn't matter your social class. If you have a cell phone and you have internet, which most people do today, they can come, they can train, they can compete and have a chance to win. And that's what we want to create. We want to create something that's equal opportunity, available for anyone, anywhere, to come, and a fair playground to come win. And if they do well, then win bigger and bigger championships, and then make glorify the winners and really make them kind of celebrated in our society, so that the kids look up to them and they want to learn more and they want to sharpen their mind, because they're like, I want to be like Nick Hughes, who's the brain champion of the world. That's what we want to create, ideally.
Yeah, and I really love that vision. I love how you're, and I'm surprised that not. I'm surprised that this concept hasn't really come to the forefront yet, which is, we have sports and we have, celebrities in that. And obviously, gaming is really starting to take hold.
Yeah,
but what you're doing is wrapping in, really, it's karate for your mind. It's intelligence. It's it's learning and becoming smarter. At the same time, you're celebrating this kind of popularity and celebrity. So last question, because we don't have enough time, but last question. Go out 3 to 5 years. What does this look like? What should we expect from Quickly, and what you world?
Yeah, no, that's a great question, Nick. If things go our way and we hit our milestones, we would like this to be a household name. We want, competitions happening at, interstate competitions, inter-school competitions, and they're all just leagues and levels that allow you to go to, bigger and bigger inter-country, and then eventually the world championships. And, as we get there, we'll have to figure out what the content looks like at each stage and what's the relevant content in each area. But the goal, the check mark for our vision would be that we're a household name, just like Olympics, but Brain Olympics, and you can watch it anywhere. And using the new age, let's call them, like channels, Twitch, Insta Live, TikTok Live, try to, and like this, using StreamYard and YouTube Live, we create this new version of entertaining brain competitions at a global scale. That's what we're going for.
Well, I love it. Great job winning the Founders Live North America event a couple weeks ago. And hey, everyone, look at Primetime Global Finals event. We're actually going to wrap a larger experience around that, so it's not just the pitch competition. Mark your calendars. There is a link below this video box. Click that. You can get tickets real easily. Get on the list. And hey, GK, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck. And excited to see you in about a month or so.
Yeah, absolutely, Nick. Thank you so much for having me, and to all the presenters, wish you the best of luck. Win or lose, you have such a great platform and audience to share your vision and pitch with. That I really look forward to it, and best of luck to you.
Thank you. All right, see you later.
Thanks. Take care. Cheers.
Well, yeah, that's exciting. So great we can bring back our, participants, our winners, and able to hear from them. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have a little bit of a conversation with a lot of our city leaders that are joining us here from the various cities that are represented. So city leaders, you're listening to me here. Get ready, turn on your camera. We're going to have a conversation really just about Founders Live and how you have taken hold of this and what you're seeing in your cities and countries. So I'm going to bring on a few people here. So,
hey.
Yeah, so excited.
Very excited to be here.
Well, hey, first of all, let's go with Tedzoka and Oxy first. Say hi, tell us about yourself. Where are you, and what city do you represent for Founders Live?
Okay, I'm Tedzoka, and I'm the founder and director at Impact Hub Harare. We are based in Harare, Zimbabwe, and we're the city leaders for Harare.
Yeah, I'm Oxy, and basically what she said, we're the city leaders for Founders Live Harare, which is, has been an awesome experience for us.
Very good, very good. So good to see you. Milo and Sam, how's it going? Where are you?
Yeah, all good over here. Just hello everyone. I'm Sam Kiesner, and I'm one of the co-founders of the Clark and Work co-working space out here in London, in the UK.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
Milo, also founded it with Sam, and yeah, we're city leaders of London, and we took over about 6 or 7 months ago, and just had virtual events. But yeah, really enjoying it so far. Really interesting. Loving where it's going.
So good to see you guys. Hey, look at this. We're all here. So we got Felix down there. Felix, say hi, and where are you coming from?
Hi, this is Felix. The city leader for North Live Lagos. So it has been an amazing, amazing journey. It was his last year, and it has been so much to learn from the startups, and the event has been so amazing. So much to learn.
Well, thank you. Yeah, good to see you. So look at this. I'm here in the United States. Some of you are there in Africa. You're all up there in London in the UK. And so, how cool is it that we can all be here, share this moment, and celebrate with the great stuff that Founders Live is doing? So, what I want to do is just have a little bit of a conversation, and we'll start with the Harare team. Tell us a little bit about Founders Live in Harare and what you've seen, how it impacted, your city and your country.
I think, Founders Live in Harare has had such a huge impact on our community, on our city. It's Founders Live Harare, but we've had participants come from across the country, and people have gone on to do great things because this has kind of launched them, a lot of the startups, and put them on the map. So people have gotten investment, part of their team members, accountants, they've been able to scale in a way that they wouldn't have if the platform went around. So we've seen a lot of interesting and beneficial traits of having this competition here. We love it.
Yeah, and then I think another aspect about Founders Life is that it's a fun event, and it's not as rigid as the other pitch competitions, and then it includes everybody, so people are excited to vote for their favorite startup, and yeah, so there's definitely a sense of community around Founders Life that we've seen. So yeah, it's just been brilliant for Founders Life and for Impact as well. So
yeah. Well, that's so good to hear. I was there almost a year ago last year. I was there, and it was so cool to see the impact in Zimbabwe. And hey, I'm excited to get back there at some point in time in the future. But speaking of traveling, I was also in London, and at the time I did not meet you two at that time yet. But tell us a little bit about what you've experienced and seen in especially the UK in London of how you've been running Founders Live and the impact that it's had.
Yeah, so we've absolutely loved hosting Founders Live. Like, it's been a great experience for us. As Milo mentioned, we've been hosting the events mainly on like the virtual platform rather than the in-person events. And I think for us, it's been great. Like, we've been able to connect with people from all over the world, people that we would have no chance really of connecting with beforehand. So it's really opened up new relationships, not only for us, but also for the people pitching in our Founders Live events. So yeah, like it's been great.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
And Felix, let's move down there for you. Felix, you've been running the event for almost a year now, maybe. I'm trying to remember exactly that first event, but you held it in person. There's a story behind my travels that I was supposed to make it to Lagos, and unfortunately I couldn't based on a visa issue. You ladies,
yeah, we remember.
There's a whole story there, but crazy stuff. And that was before the pandemic. I'm sure things are even crazier in terms of visas and whatnot. But Felix, tell us a little bit about what you've seen and experienced over there in Lagos with Founders Live and the impact that it's had.
Okay, so here, Founders Live Lagos, it has been, like I said earlier, it has been an amazing journey, especially one thing most of our pitch presenters get to take away from that is not there in other pitch event is quality feedback, not just from the panel, but from the audience. You have people get to look at things from different perspectives. You have to, because they have an interaction the audience, and then get to ask questions not just from the panel. So it's something that the presenters get to look forward to, like those kind of quality feedback on their product, and we also to what the presenters that get to work in pitch in our event is early startups and about to scale. So those such feedback is very, very important to getting them to get to the right direction, learn fast, and make sure that they iterate their process where there are roadblocks. So it's something very important. It's been an amazing experience for all of us in the community.
Very good. Awesome. Okay, so we are getting to the end of this section, and we're ready to get going with the pitches. But last thing for each one of you, you've ran enough of Founders Live events now. What would be one piece of advice you would have for founders that were looking to prepare for their pitch, their 99-second pitch? Let's start with Oxy and Tadzoka. What's one thing real quick you would leave the founders with if they were going to prepare to go through the pitch process?
I would say own your story. Too many times we're so freaked out about what the people who are watching us are thinking, when the founder themselves standing up there has created something and is the person best placed to tell us about their business or their initiative. So have confidence in that, own your story, and tell it.
And I would add to that, to keep it simple, you get 99 seconds to convince an audience. So keep it simple and convince us that, you're the next best thing that we should vote for. Yeah, keep it simple and know your business. That would be yeah,
that's great. Thank you. Milo and Sam, what are your thoughts real quick on pitching with the founders?
Yeah, I think one piece of advice that I would have is to just be yourself and have fun with it. Let your own personality shine through your product as well, and in that way you can get people to resonate much more with you and with your product.
And just try and keep it relatable as possible. Also, yeah, definitely.
Relatable, yes. I would say that, and I would add to that is just make it emotional, right? Make it human.
And then a lot of passion and love, I'd say.
Yeah, and we teach that for sure. Awesome. Felix, your thoughts on you've seen enough pitches now, and you've seen ones that are great and ones that maybe need a little bit of work, but how would you give advice to the founders for preparation to pitch?
Okay, I think like my friend from Harare said, it's something that first you have to keep it simple. Try to, because we understand that we are selling, so it's not about being technical about about the startups or about the service, but getting to understand that most of the people that are going to buy or listen to you are not that technical, but they need to buy your product. So getting it simple and getting it emotional, because people buy through emotion, not necessarily about their head. Most people don't buy through their head, but buy through emotion. So something that is very important, that get it simple, keep it less technical, and connect people's emotion.
Great. Felix, thank you so much. Excellent thoughts on that. And all of you, thank you. Thank you for being city leaders. Thank you for spreading the energy and the love of entrepreneurship around in your city and your country. And Founders Live, love and support. You all are great. Look at this now. We are, we have these companies that they're elevated from the winning events in your city, and you've done a great job. So thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So fun. Here we are. Okay. So for you all, hang out. And what I want to do is when it is your founder coming up, I'm going to bring you on the camera real quick, and we'll just kind of talk a little bit, and we'll share a little bit of thoughts with that founder. But so stay in the back room, and we'll bring you up when we can. All right.
Awesome. That sounds good.
All right.
See you soon. Bye.